you think this is a film which is going to focus solely on the idea of Moonlight, you're going to be a little bit mistaken and disappointed. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we're going to be talking about the film Moonlight. Now this is a currently very small, wide released film. It's been expanding over the last couple weeks. It's finally hit my area, and so I was able to go out and see this thing. And so let's talk about it. Now, what makes this thing interesting is that it focuses on the life of a single black man from childhood to adulthood, and you see him portrayed through 3 different actors as a result. One thing which I was very, very pleased by was the fact that all 3 actors were able to portray the character in roughly the same way. You see characteristics from him being portrayed by Alex Hibbert carried over when he's portrayed by Ashton Sanders as a teenager, and even more so as an adult played by Trevante Rhodes. All these actors do fantastic work in this film and just really, really surprised me with how good just carrying over the mannerisms and who this character ultimately is with each of their performances. Because I feel like that'd be a very tricky thing to do, is making the audience feel like, yes, we are watching the same person in 3 different stages of their life, played by 3 different actors. It could have gone totally wrong, and it could have felt like a different type of person for each different actor's performance. But it does not, and that's really, really good. Now, one thing which is brought up consistently in all 3 parts of the story which we are shown is homosexuality within the kind of manly culture, because over the course of the film, at least in the first 2 parts, the character is being told, oh hey, you have to be a man, you have to do this, do that, and a lot of it focuses, at least towards the end of the first section, and then a lot in the second section and third, with him possibly being gay. I thought the film captured that idea very, very well, because it shows kind of how it is to be a young gay man today in this culture. And it's kind of a tricky thing sometimes, especially when you have people surrounding you being just picking on you for being different. If you they call you faggot, or they say that you're gay, and they don't see that as a good thing. It's a very tough thing to do, and I think that the actors captured that very, very well. I will say that the ending to this film did leave me kind of wanting a little bit more of a resolution or a conclusion, because it just kind of ends on a scene and then it goes to end credits. And so I was left wanting a little bit more of a conclusion, or at least kind of a wrap-up for this film. Maybe that's not what they were going for. It probably wasn't what they were going for, but something that I personally would have gotten a little bit more satisfaction out of for this film had I gotten some sort of a sense of conclusion. Because I feel like the main character is still roughly in the same spot as he is throughout the course of his film. He's trying to figure out his place in life, and when he's confronted with these homosexual thoughts, he doesn't know what to do with them. He doesn't know how to act on them, and you see him just begin to suppress them eventually. And one thing that I also liked in between the segments is how they just kind of told us what happened in between the segments over the course of dialogue. This is a very dialogue-driven movie, which is something to keep in mind before you go see it. And I found that to be a really cool way of storytelling, and I really thought that they did that really well. I just felt like the ending could have been a little bit better, personally. But ultimately, guys, I found Moonlight to be a very, very compelling story. I really enjoyed all the performances, all the characters, the different ways that they did this character while keeping a lot of the characteristics and the traits which made him the same. I thought that they did that very, very well. And I really ended up enjoying this film, despite the ending making me kind of wish that it had a little bit more of a resolution. But yeah, this thing's really, really good. If you have a chance to see it, definitely check it out. I'd highly recommend it. Guys, those are my thoughts on Moonlight. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, keep on watching.